How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Sadie here. I know I haven't uploaded in a while and there's quite a lot of different reasons as to why, and as much as I'd like to try and get into them, a lot of them just mainly revolve around me just finishing up school. But now that I'm finally done with that, I can at least get back to focusing on making content and videos and whatnot, so, you know, a little bit of, like, some context for how I ended up discovering this, alright? So I ended up getting a new phone, and, you know, everything transferred over pretty well. All my apps that I had and everything that I logged into transferred over to the new phone fairly well. But of course there were some already pre-downloaded ones, like for example one of them was TikTok for some reason, so I guess now I have that. I'm not gonna, you know, say what the name of it is or even link it or anything along those lines because I'm probably never going to use it other than just for me to find more content to just kind of, you know, mess around with and make fun of. And I ended up coming across this one, which is genuinely just, I don't even know how to describe this one. It's this really crazy parent that's that has a really huge problem with Minecraft apparently. Without further ado, let's just take a look at it. I've already rambled on too long.
Parents, pay attention, very close attention to what your kids are playing on their new Xboxes and PlayStations and Nintendos.
So already I have to stop this guy right here because I already have like two things that I have to say. First of all, this man just sounds like how I imagine anyone in Alabama to sound like, but also second of all, he's talking about, like, you know, these video game consoles and video game systems and whatnot. He's like referring to them as if he's never seen like technology for like the past 50 years and is just now being reintroduced into society. Like somehow this man sounds so unbelievably inept in what a video game system is, yet somehow manages to know how to use a cell phone and is somehow competent enough to actually use TikTok.
My son Jeb has been asking for this Minecraft game for the last couple years. I come in, I see him fighting against this winged demon called an Ender Dragon. Now, dragons are very biblical.
Okay, so before he gets into, you know, his next segment right here, okay, I'm just gonna say, like, you know, I'm just gonna say something right now, alright? I'm not a very religious person. I'm more just one of those kinds of people that's just like, you know, if some sort of higher power exists, then, you know, whatever. Probably won't change my life all that much, to be honest. But, you know, I'm just kind of one of those people. Not an extremely religious person, don't really affiliate myself with any of that stuff, okay? But even if I was religious, I wouldn't be, you know, looking at, like, a dragon in a game and immediately start freaking out. Like, I don't even know.
If you've read your Bible, you know the significance of dragons. The great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Okay, I cast out his Nintendo. It's gone, it's in the trash. It will be vile no more.
And that's basically how it ends, okay? He recites some sort of ancient tome verse or something along those lines, and then, you know, decides to equate that to him literally tossing away a couple $100 worth of technology that more than likely he actually spent right out of his own pocket for his son to actually have fun with. I can never understand parents like these, okay? Like, already, first of all, I'm just gonna point out the elephant in the room here, okay? This is one of those kinds of parents that apparently thinks that, you know, the correct punishment for a minor infraction. You know, more than likely, these kids didn't buy these video game systems or their computers or anything along those lines. It was more than likely the parents that pay for those things. So, you know, to hear about these kinds of parents that decide to, you know, as a punishment for their child, they decide to destroy or like throw away those devices instead of just, you know, maybe like take those systems away and just like hide them away somewhere until like a certain point. Like, those kinds of parents I can never really understand, okay? Unless what you're trying to teach that child is that they should fear you with their life, and that they should just basically learn to resent you and basically fear just messing up even, you know, a small fraction of anything. Otherwise, they're just gonna have their stuff thrown away rather than just kind of taken away for a little bit until, like a certain point, you're not really teaching your son anything other than just to, fear you and possibly hate you later on in life. Not only is he the kind of parent that decides to just destroy systems because of a minor, infraction, but he's also one of these overly religious parents that genuinely thinks that, even the depiction of, like some sort of demon or something that's like biblically significant or whatever the hell it is, they decide to immediately flip out and say that, it's immediately evil, even though, you yourself even acknowledge that your son was fighting against that thing. If I was like, if I was a religious person, I wouldn't be looking at this and freaking out just because it's depicted. I'd be looking at this, seeing that, you're fighting against it and destroying it and killing it, and go like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. This is literally just a block video game. It's pixely a block video game. What harm is it gonna do? Oh no, there's a dragon and dragons were in my ancient book and they were evil. Even though you fight against this thing and kill it in order to beat the game, it's still bad because it's there. It hurts my brain to just try and wrap my head around that because you just can't. It just makes no sense. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. That's also very well appreciated. I don't go around and, flip my lid and act like everything is evil just because reasons or something. I don't know. And, yeah. Anyways, guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.
So say goodbye. See you again sometime. La da 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 da. この瞬間が宝物。君たちと私いつまでも今日も生きてよかった。マジよかった。